Hey guys, it's Jessie. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video and another reading vlog. Ignore the mess. I was kind of trying to tilt the camera away, but I realised you can see even more mess in the mirror. Now it's like double mess, so please ignore. We will be sorting that in a second. But today we have a super fun little reading vlog, and we have a second in the series that I've started on this channel, which is going to be finishing every series that I'm in the middle of. So I have a goal for 2023. Oh my god, for 2023 it's nearly 2024. How am I still mixing that up? For 2023, where I want to get my series currently reading, like the list of series that I'm currently reading, down to 13, I think was my goal, because I believe I was on 14 at the start of the year. Or it's 12 when I was on 13 at the start of the year. I probably should research this before I start the video, but you know what? It's around 13. That is not the issue. The issue is that I am nowhere near it. So we are doing another video where I'm going to try and finish as many series as possible. I'm going to be doing this kind of like 24-hour readathon style, but like loosely. Like a chill one. So the time is currently 20 past 10 on Friday the 10th of November, and I want to go basically until the end of tomorrow. So it's kind of 24 hours in terms of like the time I'll probably be sleeping for, but it's like a loose one. I'm not gonna like have like 24-hour readathon like the front of the title or thumbnail or anything, but it's just going to be like the way that we are kind of doing it in like a shorter time period. But I'm still hoping to finish a good amount of books, and you know, it's gonna be a chill one. If I don't finish them, I don't finish them, but like I probably will finish them knowing me, because I will not post this video unless I feel like I've finished an acceptable amount of books. But yeah, basically I'm trying to make progress in slash finish as many series as possible, because my current total for series is on 24, which has gone up significantly recently, but it's fine. So I'll put in here my little series spreadsheet that you can see where we are at now, and it's kind of ordered in how many books I have left to read. Anything bolded is ones that I have like the ability to finish. Anything in italics is ones that I can make progress in. And this is all considering what I have here at uni. I have a lot of options here. I think I'm going to try and probably focus on ones that I can finish completely, and then just make progress in some others. So I have both of the audiobooks for They Both Die at the End and Twisted. I did start They Both Die at the End today when I was getting ready. I didn't get very far through it and I was not enjoying it very much. I gave the first one like a 4.75. This one's like a collection of like 3 different perspectives, and they're like interlinking or something. I can't really remember, but I'm like 12% of the way through it, so I've still got a long amount left. This is 9 hours left, so that will take me plenty of time. The Giver, I have the final book here, which is Sun. I do want to get around to this because it's one of the oldest books on my TBR. I've had it for ages. It's like nearly 400 pages and all the other ones are so short, so I have no idea why this is so long. I believe this is where all the stories interlinked, but actually maybe not, because this is talking about a Claire and I do not believe we've met a Claire. But this is, what's it, like dystopian YA, so hopefully it shouldn't be too difficult to read. Speaking of dystopian YA, I also have the Shatter Me series that I can make progress in. I don't have the final 2 books, Believe Me and Imagine Me. I'm asking for them for Christmas, so I will be able to finish the series then. I've got Define Me and Reveal Me, the next novella, so I definitely think I can knock both of those out. They are also YA dystopian, but this is more like older YA, I think, than the Giver series. So yeah, I could definitely make progress in this series. Then I just have 2 left. I also think these will be quite quick reads, so I definitely want to probably include these because I'm quite looking forward to them, and they were on a TBR a few months ago, I believe. I also have as an option Us Against You by Frederick Backman. This would be making progress in the Beartown series. I gave Beartown 5-star. I picked this up and got to about page 50 and then just put it down because I just wasn't really feeling it. No hate to the book, it was fully me. I love Frederick Backman, so excited to hopefully maybe continue on with this. I'm not too sure. And then also I've got so many options, a lot of options. I have Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez, which is her 2023 release. This is in like a companion novella type of thing, which I do count as series, with Part of Your World, which I gave 5 stars, so really excited for that one too. I also have on my Kindle, I have The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King, which is the 3rd book, if you include the 6 Scorched Roses novella, to the Crowns of Nyaxia series. This is going to be like a 7-book series, I believe, but these are all that's out right now, so I can get caught up on that, and I would take that off my spreadsheet, put it into a little caught up section, and then I'd only add it back on if the other book had come out and I hadn't read it in a few weeks. And then just looking down on my list, obviously there's other things I can make progress in, like I've got the next Inheritance Games book here, like I can read The Brown Sisters, Love Like Farms, and also Before the Coffee Gets Cold on my Kindle, but I don't think I'm going to get round to many more of them, to be honest. The only other one that I may pick up if I'm feeling it is the next ACOTAR book. This is Akamoth, and I can't believe I finally read ACOTAR and I can get into the next books in the series. I gave ACOTAR a 4.25 and I'm just expecting it to get better and better. I'm really anticipating this one. but I do think I can fit this into another video kind of at the end of the month if I wanted to. So this can actually fit into 2 more videos that I'm planning on doing before like mid-December time, so definitely we'll be able to fit this in if I don't read it in this video. And then I believe that is everything. I mean, I don't want to set, I say I don't want to set too much of an ambitious TBR, but I've just set an incredibly ambitious TBR of like 9 books, just a lot of books, so I won't get around to all of them. I think what I'm most likely to read in this video, definitely the audiobooks. Definitely want to make progress in The Ashes and the Starcast King. I actually did start reading this the other day. I only got to page 18, 4% of the way through. Like, I literally just picked it up because I wanted to start the first chapter. I think I'll probably read Defy Me and Yours Truly. Definitely, I really want to get around to some, but that's like not one that I'm excited about, but I might try and force myself to read that. And then I'll probably finish at least They Both Die at the End, and then maybe make some progress in Twisted Lies, get a bit of the way through. So yeah, we'll see. So yeah, it's a very like loose 24-hour readathon. I'm just going to read for most of today, most of tomorrow. I'm having like a very anxious day today, so I was like, you know what, I'm just going to have a chill time reading. I've got a bunch of chores to do, which I find quite like cathartic and quite nice and relaxing, so I'm going to put my audiobook on for that. I've booked to get my nails done later. I will not show you up close, they are very grown out, but I'm going to get those done later. I can listen to a bit of an audiobook because I love my nails on here, but like they're not the most organised, so normally I have to wait for a while, so I can put a little audiobook in whilst I'm waiting. And yeah, just having a chill-ish day. I've still got some uni work to do, but yeah, I'm just going to be having a nice little read. So I think I'm going to start off with the audiobook for They Both Die at the End and hopefully get some of the way through that. Okay, so I'm now at 24% of the way through They Both Die at the End. It's actually going a bit quicker than I expected, and it's definitely getting a bit more interesting, but I'm just really not that interested in it. It feels like just a slightly more boring version of the first one, really. I'm just not as attached to the characters or anything like that, really. I have, how long left? 3 hours and 55 minutes remaining, so I should definitely finish that off today. I think probably when I go get my nails done or something like that. It's now 11:15, and I think I'm going to pick up Defy Me first. I know this isn't technically finishing a series, but it's making progress, and it's one that I'm just like interested in, and I think I should hopefully be able to get through it quite quickly. I always find these read pretty fast. I believe it's got like 360-ish pages, so it shouldn't be too tricky. Yeah, 11:15, my nail appointment's at 2, so I don't think I'll finish this before then, but hopefully I'll get a good chunk of the way through. Okay, so it's late now. I did have a nap because I was like falling asleep as I was reading, but I managed to read 75 pages of Defy Me in half an hour. This reads incredibly quick because you're getting 3 characters' points of views, and then whenever it switches points of views, which is at least every 10 pages or so, you get like a full page. You know what I mean? Like, this is the end of a chapter, and then you get the new point of view on its entire new page, if that makes sense. So it's like got a lot less actual pages with words on, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm reading it very quickly. I kind of am like up to date with what's going on in the story. I do think they're trying to shoehorn a romance in with a certain side character at the moment, which I really think is unnecessary and a bit annoying, but besides that, I am enjoying it. It's a fun time. It's fine, like it's fine. But now I'm about to head out to my nail appointment. I've had my lunch, etc. I also got a fun little delivery, a little book I ordered, so I'm excited about that one. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna get my nails done now. I think I might get maybe 50% into the first to die at the end. We will see. So yeah, I'll catch up with you when I'm back, and I'll have much nicer nails because these are all grown out. Okay, I am back. It's quite a bit later now, as I expected. It did take a little while, but I have my nails done now. Teehee, they look so much nicer if they focus. You can see they are purple. How cute. I love them. And yeah, it's a little bit later now. Excuse the lighting. It's past 4 p.m, which means in winter in the UK it means sun is gone. So I am now, like percentage wise, etc., 55% through They Both Die at the End. I think my prediction for that one was pretty good. I did get exactly pretty much halfway through, and yeah, it's fine. I think at the moment it's sitting around a 3-star for me. I just don't feel like as connected to the characters that I did in the first one, and yeah, like I keep thinking like, oh that's sad, oh that's sad, but there's no points where I'm like, oh no, and like I cried in the last one. So yeah, just a bit disappointed for me, but I am going to pick up Defy Me now, and I think I might try and finish it in one go. We will see. I definitely think I will finish this maybe in 2 hours or so, just because of how fast I read it like earlier, like I was talking about. And yeah, I might pretty much just do that now before I make my dinner. It's 4:30 now, so Pretty slow progress for the start of the readathon, but yeah, I was just doing little bits and bobs and was out obviously getting my nails done. But yeah, hopefully I should make some more progress, and then yeah, we can finish I think both these books today, plus maybe another, because I will listen to my audiobook whilst I cook dinner. And yeah, I will catch up with you maybe when I'm finished reading Define Me, see how far I get through it.
If I could tell you, I don't think you'd believe.
Okay, it's a bit later now. I'm hungry earlier than I expected, so I'm gonna make dinner now. I am pretty much bang on halfway through Define Me. I'm on page 173, and we're getting a lot more character backstory in this one, and it's kind of flitting around all over the place. I am definitely getting into it again, reading it quickly, so I'll definitely finish it today. But like, yeah, just not sure where it's going, because it's like a lot of backstory and we keep jumping around, and I'm struggling to fully follow all three perspectives because it's like three completely different storylines, not just three perspectives of like similar events. But yeah, gonna listen to my audiobook whilst I cook dinner. I'm gonna make one of my favorite meals ever. It's like sweet sticky chicken, kind of like soy sauce, honey, like sweet chili type of thing mixed together, and rice and pepper, and it's going delicious, so I cannot wait. Dinner is served. I will eat this and then I'll get back to Define Me. I'm not in focus, and all my washing's in the background. It's shambles. Okie dokie, the time is currently 8:23. Can you guys even see? And I just finished Define Me a little later than expected. I kind of expected to do this before dinner, but I did enjoy it. I think I'm going to give it like a 4 stars. I definitely felt in the first half a little bit like, okay, like what's the point, where are we going? But like in all the books, it kind of ramped up in excitement towards the end, and overall, like, I do like the romance in here. Certain parts are cringe, but like it's cute, and I do like the series, so I think I'm going to give this a 4 star. I'm going to take my washing off there, put up a new set of washing, etc, etc. I might make a smoothie, and whilst I do all that I will listen to my audiobook. I don't know when I last told you guys, but I got up to 75% in the audiobook, so I've only got an hour or so left. I think just over an hour, I believe. Yeah, an hour and 15 minutes left, so I'm not going to take an hour to do this, but maybe like 20 minutes or so it will take me. So I'll listen to my audiobook then, and then I might quickly pick up the little novella that follows this one on, because that'll be like less than 100 pages, and I can quickly read that before picking up something else. I'm not sure what series I want to jump into next. I'm not too sure, we'll see. Okay, so it's pretty late now. It's 22 minutes past 12, if you can see. Is my screen too bright? But yeah, 22 minutes past 12, and since we last spoke, I have finished both Reveal Me and The First to Die at the End. So I will talk first about The First to Die at the End, because I finished that one first. How many times can I say first in a sentence? I finished this one off as I like got all ready for bed. As you can see, I did really enjoy it. I definitely kind of got more attached to the characters as it went on, and I did like it, and it did make me a little bit emotional in parts. I never cried. I cried quite a lot in the first one, and I gave the first one a 4.75. I'm gonna give this one a 3.75. This very much did feel like a rehashing of the first book with just different characters. It followed very similar vibes, and I just didn't know whether we would be following a more different story. I did enjoy, as I did with the other one, the inclusion of like additional characters, extra people's point of views, stuff like that. I thought the way that things came together throughout and interlinked was interesting, as with the last one. And also I did really like the cameos of young Rufus and young Matteo from the first book. That broke my heart a little bit, seeing them as kids in this one. But yeah, it was a very cute book. I ended up giving it a 3.75. I don't know if I said that already. Overall it was fine. I gave it a 4 on Goodreads, and yeah, it was a fine book. I don't think I will continue on in this series if more were to come out, but as far as I'm aware, this is just like a duology, like a book and a prequel. I don't think there would be more. I wouldn't really be interested in more, because both these stories are very similar. I feel like a third one would just be super repetitive at that point. And then finally I read Reveal Me, which is the last novella in the Find Me bind up, and this is from Kenji's point of view, and probably besides Warner's novella in the first bind up, this is definitely my second favourite overall, and I really enjoyed it as a novella. I gave it 4 stars. I much preferred it to Shadow Me, which is the first novella in here. That one I found super pointless. It just basically like rehashed stuff from the previous book in a different point of view without adding anything, whereas this one brought a lot of new stuff. I enjoyed seeing the little bit of information, and it actually felt very relevant to the plot. Like, I feel like I'd be very behind if I hadn't read this one going into the next one. I mean, I'm not sure, maybe it recaps it in the first few chapters of the next book. I don't actually have it physically, so I can't tell, but this one I felt that you got a lot of new information and it was just very gripping, very good. So yeah, that was a 4-star. Next, I do think I'm very sleepy. I don't think I'm going to be up for much longer, but I was debating between starting the Ashes and the Star-Cursed King and Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez, and I literally couldn't choose. I asked my boyfriend to choose for me and he picked Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez, which I'm very excited for. This is the second in the companion novel Little Duet that goes alongside Part of Your World. I love that book. I gave it a 5 stars. So this is my second Abby Jimenez book and I'm excited to pick it up. This is her 2023 release, and yeah, I haven't read anything else by her besides that one, so I've got quite high expectations. I've heard good things, and yeah, I'm excited to get started with this one. Again, like I mentioned, feeling pretty tired, so I don't think I'll get too far into it, but I'm excited to get into our 4th, I mean technically 3rd, depending how much you count the novella book of this video. So we've already got one full series checked off, and then another we've made progress in. This will allow us to check off another series too, and then hopefully we can get through maybe 2 more tomorrow. Is that very ambitious? I'm not too sure because I've got a lot of uni work to do, but we will see. I probably won't chat to you again this evening, but I'll do a little clip showing where I get up to in this book. Good morning. It is currently 10:48. I woke up at like 9:30ish. I read until maybe 1 last night. I got to page 50, and then this morning before I had breakfast I just read like another 25 pages, and now I've eaten, and I think I'm going to read a bit more before I get ready for today. Where's my hair looking like that? But yeah, it is so cute so far. I'm really loving it. Just following Jacob and Brianna, who are both doctors. Jacob's just joined the hospital that she works at, and they get off on the wrong foot, and then he writes her like a letter to explain, and now they're just like writing letters back and forth, and it's very, very cute so far. Again, I'm only 75 pages in, but hoping to finish this off today. I don't think I'll finish it off maybe this morning, but maybe this evening, and then I can hopefully get some of Sunred as well. I need to go into uni to do some work. Hopefully I can listen to a little bit of my audiobook for Twisted Lies maybe today, but we'll see. I'm just going to play it by ear. The overall goal would be to finish this Sun and Twisted Lies today, but we will see. Might not get around to Sun, even though I kind of need to. Hey guys, so we had a little bit of a change of plan. I didn't end up going to the gym or the library today. I'm going to do that tomorrow instead. I had the worst stomachache I've ever had in my whole entire life. It was incredibly painful for like a few hours this morning, so I was completely out of action, but then I got some medication and it was all good, and now I'm feeling much better. I have done a bit more reading. I really thought I had the Twisted Lies audiobook on Scribd, but it's not on there, and it's also not on BorrowBox, which is like my library app, so I don't know whether they just don't have one. I'm not too sure, but I was looking for another audiobook to listen to instead, one that would continue on a series, and I started listening to One of Us Is Next, which is the next book in the One of Us Is Lying trilogy, so the second one, and it's fine. It's just a YA book so far. I'm about what's that, maybe 10% of the way through. Can you guys see it's got like a little progress bar on the right hand side? Yeah, that's about how much we got through. So 9 hours 17 minutes left at normal speed, so that'll be about like 4 hours left for me, so I don't think I'll finish it today, but hopefully I can make some good progress through it. And speaking of good progress, I have been reading more of Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. I'm now this much of the way through, and I have been really enjoying it. I'm about up to page 200 now, and I think it's so cute. I love these characters so much, and I'm really excited to continue on with this. I definitely think I will finish this evening. It's I forgot to tell you, 4:22 now, so I think I should hopefully have time to finish off this one and at least start maybe Sun, because as much as I don't want to read it, I know I probably should get to that one, because otherwise I just never will. And yeah, overall pretty good progress. I'm loving this so much. The characters are so cute. Jacob I adore. I might like him more than Daniel, like I can't tell. He's just so cute, and like something about Abby Jimenez's writing, it's the same with Emily Henry and Ali Hazelwood for me personally, which ironically are the two people that blurbed it on the front. I find it so addictive, I can't put it down. Elisa Sussman as well, like their writing is just so like addictive, and I'm like, oh my god, I need to keep turning the page. Not even in like a plot suspense way, just in terms of like a I'm so engaged with the story way. So yeah, I'm having a great time with this one. I think I'll probably sit down now, maybe finish it in one sitting. I'm not too sure. It depends when I get hungry for dinner, really, to be honest. I don't know what I'm going to make. Probably not anything too exciting, so I won't have too much audiobook listening time then. But yeah, that is the plan for the rest of today.
How long I felt this way, I'm begging you to stay. And if I could show you, I'd hope that you could see all the possibilities. There could be a place for you and me. And under the stars, you pack up your car, 'cause you're going far away from here.
Hey guys, so I finished yours truly. It's about 7:30ish, and I think I'm just going to get ready for bed now, get all cozy and read some, even though I don't really want to, but I think that's the plan. I really enjoyed this. I think towards the end, some of the miscommunication, etc., for me went on a little bit too long, so I'm going to give it a 4.75 instead of a full 5, but like, I loved it. It could potentially be up to a 5. I have started doing that. Like, some books I'm like, no, Gally, that's a 5, when I still think about it like 3 days later. Really enjoyed this one. I thought it was so cute. Literally binged it in a day. Pretty much. Like, I was obsessed with it. Yeah, it took me a little bit longer to read than normal. I feel like I was sat down reading for most of today, but yeah, really enjoyed it. I think Abby Jimenez, I definitely want to read more of her backlist. She's becoming a very much favourite author for me, so yeah, I can't wait to pick up her other books and see what else she comes out with. But yeah, top romance book here, 4.75. Okay, I'm very sleepy. It's awful lighting, but I'm going to bed now. I got like a decent chunk of the way through tonight, and yeah, I'll just chat to you when I wrap up. I'm very sleepy and I want to go to bed. Hey guys, it's the next day, and I thought I would just do a little wrap out and close out this video. So sorry if you can hear wind and rain. It is horrendous weather at the moment, and in the attic room the skylights, you can kind of hear a lot, so please just ignore that. Hopefully it's like ASMR in the background if you can hear it. But yeah, I think this was really successful. So obviously my goal for this readathon type video was to finish or make progress in as many series as possible, and I really think we have done that. I'm very pleased. We managed to finish 2 series and make progress in 3, which I was super duper pleased about. So I will just recap. This isn't in order, this is just the way that I'm going to talk about it, I guess. So I finished The First to Die at the End by Adam Silvera. I was listening to this via audiobook, and it's just like a little duology. I gave They Both Die at the End a 4.75, and I gave this one a 3.75. I did enjoy it. It definitely grew on me as time went on. I think at the start I was actually finding it very cringy and I really wasn't enjoying it. I think personally I didn't really like or connect with the character of Orion very much, who is one of the main characters, but overall I did like the rest of the characters and I did like the story overall. It did very much feel kind of like a copy and paste of the first one. It was very similar, and for this reason I think if there is more that comes out, I probably won't pick up this series. So I have finished it in terms of everything that's out so far, and then also mentally for me, I will move it to a DNF series if more comes out, and either way I've definitely finished it all off, so I'm very pleased about that. I also read Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. This is the second in the like part of your world duology. I don't believe there's any more because we don't really come across any other characters very much. So this follows Brianna and Jacob, who are both doctors in the same ER, and they kind of start off by writing letters to each other and then they're fake dating basically. And overall this is so cute. I loved it. I feel like Abby Jimenez is going to become an author for me. I love her romances, and her male protagonists as well I think are like just perfect. I just adore them so much. This also talks a lot about anxiety, which I really liked reading about, and yeah, just a lot of kind of realistic issues, as well as just like 2 people that like clearly cared very deeply for each other. And overall I really enjoyed this. I gave this a 4.75. I feel like a little bit of the miscommunication went on for kind of longer than I would have wanted it to, and overall it just didn't have quite that same feeling that Part of Your World did, but overall I did adore it. Obviously this is a very high recommendation. This is her most recent release as well, so I will probably be reading her backlist, but yeah, I can't wait to see what else she comes out with. I don't know if I said, but I gave this one a 4.75. Then I read 2 books from the Shatter Me series. I read Defy Me and then also Reveal Me, which is the novella in the Find Me binder. So I really enjoyed this. I definitely think it was an improvement on Restore Me, which I personally felt was a bit of a filler kind of book. I definitely do think this latter half of the series is very much weaker than the first half. It was initially a trilogy, and I personally think it should have stayed that way, but more books came out later and the story is still interesting, but overall I think it's unnecessary. I gave this one a 4 stars. I did enjoy it. To be honest, looking back on it, I can't remember that much from it, but it was ridiculously quick to read because it was split between 3 points of view, and every time there was a new chapter it would be like that. You're jumping around quite a lot and also you get to read quite a lot. It was quite action-packed, and overall, yeah, I think it's definitely the strongest out of the second half so far, but probably on par with maybe the first one, which was my least favourite in the initial trilogy, if that makes any sense. Then I read Reveal Me, which is definitely one of my favourite novellas. I haven't really been enjoying most of the novellas, especially the first one in this bind-up I thought was super duper pointless, but this novella I actually gave a 4 stars, so I was very happy with that. It's just Kenji's point of view. It just follows on after the events of Define Me, and I believe leads up to the next book in the series, which I believe is Imagine Me. Overall it was fine, 4 stars, definitely a higher rating for me compared to the other novellas. Adam's one in the first book I hated, and then also Kenji's one at the start of this I didn't enjoy. Then I got Part of the Way Through Sun by Lois Lowry. I was reading this last night and I definitely think I could have finished it if I really put my head down and tried to, but like I watched a bit of YouTube and I also listened to a little bit of my audiobook, so I wasn't kind of really dedicated to this. But this one we're basically following Claire, who is in the world and like the community that the first book, the actual Giver book, takes place. This girl is directly connected to a couple of the characters in the first book. We learn that a little bit through the book. I won't talk about it too much because I don't want to give anything away, but basically following along a very similar timeline to the first book. And yeah, I got up to about 250 pages into this, so I will be finishing this off very soon. I know which video I will be finishing off for, so I'll personally probably finish it this week, but I don't think you guys will see the video for another few weeks. But yeah, it's fine. I personally think, I mean, obviously I've not finished this one so far. It's definitely so far more interesting than the 2 middle books. Also interesting because it's the only full length one. The other ones are more kind of like shorter books, like novellas type of thing. All the other books are around 200 pages, whereas this one is coming up to 400. I do still think the first Giver book could have been a standalone. I don't think the other ones were necessary, but overall it's like an enjoyable read, and again because it's YA and like the way the text is on the page, it's not like fully filling it, I guess, so it's reasonably easy to read, so I'm not struggling through it or anything like that. I definitely think I'll finish this off in one sitting later in the week. And then finally we had my One of Us's next audiobook. So I am 4 hours and 41 minutes through it, and I have 5 hours and 43 minutes left, so coming up to halfway, maybe like 45% of the way through, I'm not too sure. I guess if it's 10 hours, just over 10 hours, I'm about 40% of the way through, and overall I am enjoying this. I think at the moment it's kind of hovering around maybe like a 3.75. I don't think it's quite as gripping as the first one, but it's still interesting. We're following a few different characters in this one, kind of like the year below the first group of people, and there's another kind of anonymous gossip type of thing. No murders or anything yet, but I'm still intrigued to see where it's going, and I am like enjoying listening to it, so I definitely think that one is also one that I will finish off this week. So by the end of this week we will have completed 3 extra series and made progress in 2 more, and that brings our total currently reading series to 22, which is a lot. I don't think I'm going to finish many more of these. As I kind of look at the list that I've got left, there aren't that many left that I only have 1 book to finish, so next time I do this series I might be making a lot more progress rather than specifically finishing off series. It might be more kind of like making progress in a bunch, but yeah, I'm definitely going to continue this series into the new year. I don't think we'll have any more updates this side of Christmas because my book list content is looking pretty full at the moment. I don't know if I'll be able to fit one in, and generally in my other content I don't think I'm going to be making progress in many of these, maybe a couple, but that'll be a push. So yeah, I think unfortunately my series goal for 2023 will not be met, but I am going to make a big effort next year to really focus on this. I mean, I was only really working on it for about half a year, was the time that I actually kind of made the spreadsheet and stuff. But yeah, overall I really hope you guys did enjoy this video and are enjoying this series. We got some really good reading done, and I'm really excited to continue on with these series. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a like down below, hit subscribe and turn on the bell to join a little club, and make sure to turn on all notifications, then you'll be notified every single time I post a new video. And if you want to watch one of my other videos, there'll be 2 on the screen now to pick from, as well as a low link to any cards from earlier. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!